Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm DeeDee. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. You don't have anything to lose. It's free. Also click the notifications button so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So today's video is a video that I wish I watched when I was thinking about going natural. So when I decided to go natural 4 years ago, like I said, if you read my about section on my channel, I watched so many videos. I didn't know what to do to my hair. I didn't know what protective styling was. I didn't know anything. So I was more or less watching videos on how to maintain my natural hair. I don't remember any videos being out about things you should know before you go natural. Now, let me say this. I don't regret going natural because I've seen my hair is like, I never imagined my hair would get this long. It's really, really healthy. I felt like it was already healthy before. It was just more or less heat trained because I was putting a lot of heat on my hair. But I'm just saying, had I had a video out like this before, I felt like I would have been more prepared on what to expect when going natural as opposed to just watching videos on how to maintain your hair. So I'm just going to jump right into this video. So basically this video is the ugly truth about going natural. I'm not trying to tell anybody who's watching not to go natural. Do whatever is best for you. However, these are things I wish I knew before I went natural that I feel like will help you because like I said, I'm on here to help. I'm not trying to withhold information, keep stuff to myself. I want everybody to have a great experience with going natural, have long pretty hair if that's what you want, healthy hair, whatever is important to you. Like I said, I'm here to help. So don't judge me. I have them written down on a post-it. I thought about putting it on my phone. I just didn't have time because really I have been thinking about this for like the last couple of weeks, and every time I would think about something, I would just write it down because like I said, I'm trying to give y'all as much information as possible on this whole natural hair thing. I'm trying to tell you stuff that other people are not going to tell you. Put it like that. So after looking at this video, you can decide whether you want to go natural or not. Okay? So the first one is, I'm going to put 2 in 1. It's because I have written down consistency and a lot of time. What I mean by that is, when you watch these YouTube videos, you know, you're just getting a small clip on what they're doing with their hair. And I'm going to say they because even though I have a YouTube channel, I feel like I haven't been on YouTube long enough to be like a person that people watch all the time. So I'm just going to refer to people that I watch. So when you watch the videos that they make, you're only seeing like a 10 or 15 minute video, not knowing that if they're doing if they're detangling their hair, doing a deep condition and all that, it could take hours and hours. Now keep in mind, when I was getting my hair fixed, I was going to the salon every week and I was getting a roller set and a flat iron. But I knew what to expect. I had been doing it for years, so I knew to go take me a book so when I sit on the dry, I can read this, that, and the other. When I decided to go natural, I'm assuming, okay, if I'm wearing my natural hair, that I'm going to be in and out. You know, when I do my own hair, it's probably going to take me an hour at the most, and it will not take you an hour to do your hair, no matter who you are. I've gotten used to my natural hair routine, but it still takes me more than an hour. So I just want you guys to know and have realistic goals. It's gonna take a while for you to do your hair because it's gonna be new to you. If you're used to going to the salon, if you're used to getting relaxers, whatever the case may be, you're gonna be doing your own hair. I don't have a cosmetology license, okay? I do not have any type of background with hair. I wasn't the chick who grew up and was cornrowing people's hair or doing braids or crochets. I didn't know any of that. You know, I know how to curl my own hair, but I didn't know anything about doing and maintaining my own hair. So just from that standpoint alone, it's going to take you a long time. But best believe you're going to have to set aside a day, like, okay, this is going to be my wash day. This is whatever day this is the day that I'm going to do everything that I need to do to my hair. Point blank, period. I'm just keeping it 100. You're not going to be able to, you know, come in from work and think you're going to do your hair in an hour and boom, you can still hit happy hour with your friends. No, ma'am. Okay, like I said, let's be real about this. It's going to take a while. Once you get it down, you know, the time will be less than it was the time before, but it is a process. It is a long process, and you have to be consistent. You can't say, okay, I have this particular type of hair. Like, for instance, my hair. You see that it's really big. This is the same washing color that I had that I haven't washed yet, and it's dry and I need to moisturize it, so I'm just gonna rewash it. So what I'm saying is you can't do your hair like maybe on a Monday and then the next Monday you're like, oh, I'm tired from work, I can't do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna wait till Friday, or I'm gonna wait till the following Monday. You have to be consistent. The more consistent you are, the more results that you'll see in your hair. So you gotta be consistent, and it is going to take a long time. Remember that. So if you don't have the time to put into it, because this is more than a notion, having natural hair is harder than going to the salon getting your hair done. I'm just gonna be honest. It's harder than going, you know, if you get braids and stuff on a regular basis, or if you wear sew-ins. Doing your natural hair is so hard. I had much more time when I was going to the salon once a week and letting somebody else deal with my hair. It's like, I'd rather pay this person to do it. So just keep that in mind. You got to be consistent, and you got to put in the time. So if you don't have time for that because you're busy, you know, you're a mom, you're a wife. I mean, let's face it, we're all adults. You know what I mean? So if you don't have time to do it, then it may not be for you. That's just me being real. So think about that. Okay, so the next one is getting knots in your hair. Now, I didn't watch any videos when I was trying to figure out what was going on with my natural hair and how to do it that dealt with knots. Your hair will knot if you have a certain type of hair. Everybody's hair may not knot. My hair knots. It is what it is. I had no idea, you know, what was going on once I started trying to detangle my hair, and I was getting like these little knots, and then you have to take your time and go strand by strand to get them out. So that's another thing. You're gonna experience things like knots and other little small things, and you have to be patient. You can't just rip it out. You know, that's the whole thing with natural hair. You have to take your time with everything. So if you experience a knot, take your time and just keep, you know, moisturizing it, going strand by strand to get it apart. And just be cautious when you're detangling that you may encounter knots. So knotting in the hair, like I said, I didn't even know what this was. So consistency, putting in a lot of time, and knots. So the other one is,
a wash and go is not a wash and go. Okay.
When I heard the term wash and go when I went natural, I assumed I was just gonna get some shampoo. Now, keep in mind, this is before I even knew anything about co-washing and deep conditioning and all that. So I assumed that if I was going to do a wash and go, I was going to wash my hair, not even comb it or anything, you know, no detangling. I was just gonna go wash it and just go to the store, run my errands, do whatever I need to do. That's what I thought a wash and go was. A wash and go is not something that's gonna be like a 5-minute wash and go. If somebody said they have a 5-minute wash and go, I would like to see it. Okay, it takes time, just like everything else, because you have to wash your hair, you have to detangle your hair, and then you have to put some type of product on your hair. Then you can go and do whatever you want to do. But it's not just no boom, 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 wash, you know what I'm saying, in a couple of minutes and hit the streets and you out. That's not what a wash and go is. You're still going to have to detangle, and you're still going to have to put some type of product in your hair before you leave. Some people like to let their wash and goes air dry. Some people like to use a diffuser. If you use a diffuser, like I use a diffuser, the diffusers don't really take that long, but I just want you guys to be aware that a wash and go is not a wash and go. Okay, a wash and go is going to take time, again, just like everything else. So just think about that as well. Okay, so the next one is it's expensive. So whatever you pay, like I said, going to the salon or however much I was spending to get my hair straightened every week, natural hair products are so expensive. Just like organic food and all that, you know, like we try to eat healthy, and so we go to Whole Foods or Sprouts trying to get healthy stuff, and it's way more expensive than the fried chicken I can get at Popeyes or something like that. You know, anytime you're dealing with natural products, things are organic, it's gonna be expensive. I didn't think natural hair products would be expensive, I'm just being honest, but they are. Some shampoos, you know, that I used to use or whatever would just be drugstore or over the counter or whatever, and it would cost like a couple of bucks. Well, once you get into the natural hair and you want to use certain products that are all natural, no sulfates, things of that nature, you're talking about anywhere from like $12 to $20 something just for shampoo. So it can be expensive. Now, I'm not saying spend all your money on hair products. I think you should be very selective on what you get. If you're starting out going natural, you don't have to buy the entire product line. You know what I mean? You can get one thing from the product line and kind of incorporate some of the products that you already have. And then eventually, if you want to do, you know, the no parabens and no sulfates, you can move into that. But natural hair products are expensive. And if you're starting out as a natural, and you're not sure what products to get, like I didn't know what was going to work for my hair. It wasn't, so I found myself, you know, buying a couple of items, trying them out on my hair, didn't like the way it felt on my hair, didn't really know what it was supposed to feel like because natural hair was new to me, but I knew that I didn't like the way it felt. So then I would put those products to the side and then I would go out and try something else. So it was all trial and error, but it is expensive, you know, and that's one of the things, especially if you're in college or you're in high school. Say you're in high school and you don't get an allowance, or you work, but you work because you got to pay your cell phone bill. Ooh, Lord. So what was I saying? Okay, so if you're in college or high school and you're on a budget, you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to afford some of the more notable, like hair care lines or whatever, natural products that a lot of people use. So like I said, just pick maybe one thing from the line, keep some of the things you have, and then just kind of make it work because it can get expensive. Just keep in mind, natural hair products are expensive. It's not going to be cheap. Okay. So the next thing is different hair types. What I mean by different hair types is, I wish somebody had told me. Okay, so like I said, my hair, I was always wearing my hair straight. My hair straight, it's a lot of hair, but it's fine hair. You know, it's nice and silky. You know, it was shiny. So I assumed that when I decided to go natural, that my natural hair, like my curls would be wavy. You know what I'm saying? Be all big and loose and bouncy. And boom, this is what I get. You know what I'm saying? So your hair is going to be different textures. Your straight hair texture is going to be different from your natural hair texture, because my hair looks day and night. And I'm not, you know, like just making this up, like I'm serious. So if this is your first time watching any of my videos, I'll try to insert a clip of what my hair looks like straight. You wouldn't even imagine that it would be this short when it's curly, because it shrinks a lot, and then my curls will be this tight. And my hair, my natural hair, is very dry. It's very dry. It shrinks a lot. It is kinky and very coily, and it tangles a lot. Like I said, my straight hair is easy to manage. It's nice. It's silky. I mean, they're just day and night. So keep that in mind, because like I said, I assumed that it was going to be all good once I transitioned. And, you know, my curls were going to be on and popping just like the people I saw on Instagram that had like the big spirally curls, you know, but no ma'am, that's not what it is. Now, your experience with your straight hair or your relaxed hair and your natural hair may be different than mine. But like I said, mine was a total shocker to me that when I go natural and do the curly thing, this is the result that I get. And I've just had to embrace it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So just another thing, keep that in mind and be realistic that what you're getting when you get a relaxer, or, you know, you getting your sew-ins, you getting your hair straightened all the time, it may not be the same type of hair when you decide to go natural. And that's just what it is. We can't do anything about that. Okay. So the last one is YouTube videos giving false hope. What I mean by that is, you're gonna watch a million YouTube videos on flexi rise sets, flat twist out, this, that, and the other, and you're really gonna think you can do it, because all the videos I watched, I felt like I could do everything that they were doing, and I really would go and try. And the majority of the time, it did not come out like the YouTube guru or, you know, whoever it was. So what I'm saying is, don't get discouraged because your hair doesn't come out like natural 85 or mahogany curls. Keep in mind, these people have been on YouTube for years. You know what I mean? Their job is their YouTube channel. So these are styles that they are practicing before they actually make the video. Sometimes, like maybe the videos they did back in the day, they weren't, maybe it was their first time. But I mean, now keep in mind, they're probably like practicing, and then doing the video. So if you don't get it on the first time, it's not a big deal. You just have to keep practicing like they do in order to get it down. So I just don't want you guys to get discouraged because you see something that they've done, or even something that I do and it worked for me, it worked for them, and then you try and it doesn't. That doesn't mean that it's not for you. That just means you have to keep trying it. Just like for me, I've watched a million videos on flat twisting and I still can't flat twist because my hair, the curls are so tight and it gets so tangled that it's hard for me to keep trying to, you know, take the other little part and bring it in and all that. So I'm just like, you know what, forget it. I'll just twist instead of flat twist. That's on me because I don't practice. If I feel like if I practice more, I would get it down. So don't be discouraged if you try something once on YouTube that you see somebody doing and it doesn't work. It is what it is. Again, these are things that these people are practicing, and these are things that take a long time, and they're only conditioning it down to like a 5-minute video and showing you how to do it. So just keep that in mind and don't give up. So I'm gonna go back over the list one more time, and I just want people to, like I said, take everything in consideration that I said. This is not me discouraging you from going natural. I want everybody to go natural and have the same experience that I had. Like I said, I don't regret going natural. I'm glad I did. However, I will tell everybody and anybody, it's really hard being a natural. You have to put in the work to maintain healthy hair. And I'm just being honest. So if you're cool with all the things that I listed and you still want to go natural, great. If you want to think about it for a while, that's cool too. Again, the things that I mentioned were being consistent because it takes a lot of time to be natural. Getting the knots in your hair, a wash and go is not a wash and go. Natural hair products are expensive. Different hair types, from your curly hair to your straight hair, you know, it's going to feel different. The texture may be different. And YouTube giving false hope. Meaning, you know, if something doesn't work for you on the video, that doesn't mean stop trying. You know, just keep, if it's really something that you want to learn how to do, then just keep doing it until you get it. So, hopefully I wasn't talking too fast. I was trying to get my points, or the things that I felt like were most important to everybody. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've experienced some of these and you wish you had known before you've gone natural. Let me know if you're not natural, you get relaxers, or you just, you know, straighten your hair yourself and you're thinking about going natural and the video helped. Like I said, I'm here to help. I want everybody to have a great experience. I really just want to keep it 100 with y'all because I wish somebody had done the same for me, because I just jumped like head in. I just woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this natural thing. And it is what it is. Like I said, so far, the 4 years that I've experienced being natural, I would say definitely the good outweighs the bad. But if you're busy, you travel a lot, you know, you're a stay-at-home mom, you have kids, you don't have time to try to consistently do your hair, then it may not be for you. And it is what it is. You don't have to have natural hair in order to have pretty hair. Before I decided to go natural, my hair wasn't as long as it is now, but I felt like it was healthy and I still considered it pretty. It just wasn't as long, you know? So, I mean, you don't have to be natural in order to have pretty or healthy hair. So keep that in mind as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me more videos you're interested in seeing. I know a lot of people keep leaving comments about me doing a natural hair journey. I really want to do a natural hair journey. Like I said, I'm having a hard time finding pictures because when I decided to go natural, for me, it wasn't a journey. So I wasn't taking a lot of pictures and stuff like I guess most naturals do. I pretty much was just living my life, you know. So as soon as I find enough pictures that date back from where I started to where I am now, I will definitely do a natural hair journey. I promise. And I did not big chop. So let me just throw that out there. So it'll be a natural hair journey, but it won't be a big chop. So I think that's it. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. So until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye.